Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And in this video, we're going to talk to you guys and give you guys our review of Arcane Season 2, Act 1. Now you're wondering, hey, what about reactions? Fortunately, we got invited to the premiere for Arcane Season 2. Unfortunately, that means we watched it already, and so we're not able to film our reaction for episodes 1, 2, and 3 because we've already seen it, and it wouldn't make sense to film a reaction because we would just be rewatching it after knowing everything we already know. So the best we can do is give you guys a review. We hope you can understand, and we will definitely be doing reactions for Act 2, which comes out on November 16th, and then Act 3 whenever that comes out. So you'll only be missing our reaction for the first act, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I think it's fine because, like, knowing what we know about the first episodes, things are going to go down in Act 2 and 3, and we can't wait, and I can't believe it's the last season.
I'm really
already.
I'm a little bummed that we can't do reactions for episodes 1, 2, and 3 because they were really good.
They were so good.
I mean, it picks up right where the first season left off, and it still had that intensity. It's still as beautiful as it was. The animation, the character development, the way that they're moving the story forward and introducing new threats and new situations, I think is amazing. I love how they're taking the magic system, where they're taking the magic system, and I love how they're starting to try to handle all of these different problems.
Yeah, I feel like this is, and again, I think this is why I'm sad that this is like the final season. And yeah, I know we have like 9 episodes total, right, before we get to the end of the story. But the way the story and the characters, there's so many different arcs now and like branches that like they broke off into this, like, you know, side story and this side story, and I'm like, how are we even gonna bring this all back together and what's going to happen? And it's so interesting to see. I've never felt so exhausted coming out of a premiere because I'm like, okay, so it feels like a very tangled web in a good way. Of all the things that are happening. You have all these like political games, you know, with like the council, and then you have the story between Vi and Jinx, but then there's also Victor and Jace, and then there's Mel and it's just completely insane, and it's so good how they're setting things up and planting the seeds, and that's why I can't wait. Like, things are gonna go down in Acts 2 and Act 3.
And also, I love how they've developed Mel's mom, Abessa?
I think that's how you say it.
I think that's how you say her name. But, she's going to turn out to be just this incredibly deep and manipulative character. And they've kind of teased that in Season 1, but it just comes full throttle in Season 2 for the first act. And the way that they develop it, the way that they present this thing, what happens in this in the first 3 episodes is so well done to where you don't kind of see it coming. They do a really good job of kind of keeping your focus off in one direction and then sideswiping you with some really big twists and turns.
Some new elements, some new characters. Yeah, that's very exciting. That comes later in the act. I will also say, like, this, if you thought you like cried and was emotionally attached to the characters and stories in Season 1, you are not ready for Season 2. Like, oh my god. Like, just the conversations between Vi and Jinx are so good, are so heartbreaking. You're just kind of stunned at like the emotions that they put into this. For any like Vi and Kate fans, you just sit there, just get ready with tissues, because like I really didn't think I was gonna like feel so like impacted by these conversations and these like developments and arcs, and like I was so surprised. I think I was very stunned when the credits rolled on the 3rd episode, and I'm like, what just happened? I think that's like what I said in my head. I'm like, what? Can we get another episode?
But that's something that they do very well, is the dynamics between different characters.
Yeah.
Yes, Vi and Jinx, but Vi and Kate and Chase and Victor, and I love the different storylines and how right now everything is separate, but you know by the end of the season they've all are going to come together in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
And you know, since the last season was so good and it was executed so well, I have such great faith in knowing that the way that everything's going to come together is going to be expertly executed. I just feel it. I can't wait for those last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, all of the next 6 episodes.
Yeah, like basically the rest of the season. So, and then I will also say, like, I don't know how they did it, but I feel like they also, like, leveled up on the animation. Doesn't it feel like that? Because, like, we rewatched the final episode of Arcane Season 1, basically the season finale, before we went and watched these new episodes at the premiere. And as we're sitting down, I was like, wow, I feel like they really, like, leveled up on a lot of these. So
that also might be the fact that we saw it on a big screen instead of our TV at home.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, when you put them up on the big screen, they still hold up. You know, you see something on a small screen, you're like, oh, that's cool. But then you put it up on a big screen and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't see those small details. But for this, you're like, it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love the style of animation that they've done for this. There's some parts that look 2D, some part that the characters are 3D, and it's just a great mix. Very much kind of like how Into the Spider-Verse is. It's obviously it's a different style, but it still has just that incredible combination of 2D and 3D and being able to be artistic in a way. Just the colors and the lighting that they use is so well done.
Yeah, really well done. I am probably, like, you know, I know the episodes are, by the time that I actually edit this and put it up on our channel, I think the first act will already be on Netflix. So I feel like I'm gonna give it a rewatch just because then it would make me feel like I don't have to wait as long for the next act, which doesn't come out until November 16th. So,
yeah.
But yeah, overall thoughts, like, I am even more, I feel like the bar was set already really high
Yeah.
when we went in. So expectations was high, and I walked out of that theater going, whoa, that was really good. Also, and I can't remember if they did this for all the episodes in season 1. And also when we watched it, what they do when they do like a multi-episode premiere is they don't, like, if they're showing you 2 episodes, and in our case it was 3, they don't show you all like the credits, and they just go from like one episode to the next, but you know there's like a break, and the new episode has started because you still get the opening credit song and animation and all that stuff, but they don't roll like the end credits until the very last episode to kind of save time. But I feel like there is like a post/mid-credit scene for every single episode. So I just want to note that, like, you know, so just when you finish watching episode 1, don't like hurriedly like skip to the next one. There should be a little something at the end there.
And speaking about that, I love what they're doing with that end credit cap. It really is. They don't talk about what happens at the end credit throughout the entire episode, but then you get this one character's developing story. And I just love how they're like, oh yeah, all of this chaos, all of this stuff is going on over in the real world, but behind the scenes, far away where no one knows where it is, this is happening. And you're just like, oh, that's a ticking. You know that sooner or later that time bomb is going to come to an end. That countdown is going to come to an end. And there's something really big that's going to happen with it.
Yeah. So there you have it. That is our hopefully non-spoiler review for Act 1 of Arcane Season 2. Let us know your thoughts on the first act in the comment section below. What was your favorite moment? What was something so unexpected? Who was like I guess like your favorite moment for a specific character? Just give a spoiler warning, if you will, in your comments if you're gonna kind of like deep dive and go into specific scenarios for people who are like scrolling through just so that they don't get spoiled. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.